Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Facebook and censorship in this really interesting story that a friend of ours passed along, that he made a joke on Facebook and he got banned.
And it was a joke that was fitting for what it was, and he didn't say anything that should have been flagged.
Yeah, we've been talking about Facebook and Facebook censorship. It's been ramping up in the last couple of months for sure. I mean, Facebook has always been kind of but it doesn't take much to get banned on Facebook anymore. They're almost as bad as Twitter, except Facebook wants you to pay them to promote all of your stuff. Your stuff doesn't get seen unless you pay Facebook, and we had an incident a couple months ago we're going to talk about. But before we get into that, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 184,000 subs. We do talk about social media because that is where pop culture is spread. And we do talk about censorship because, well, the ban hammer is coming down on most of these platforms. We've been following the weirdness going on with Twitter, and we'll talk a little bit about Facebook and our own experiences with Facebook. So this meme was put up, this image was put up on Facebook.
Which is like King of the Hill meets Sailor Moon.
Right. Funny stuff, right?
Right, yeah.
So a friend of ours, whose name I crossed out, said, in the name of propane, I'll kick your ass.
Because, anybody's familiar with the King of the Hill, the propane makes sense. If you're familiar with Sailor Moon, in the name of the moon, I'll punish you, it makes sense.
Our friend got banned. Banned from Facebook because it goes against our community standards on violence and incitement. Violence and incitement, making a joke in the name of propane, I'll kick your ass.
So if he had said in the name of propane, I will punish you, it's inciting violence.
Yeah, because you're going to punish somebody.
You're not allowed to say that either?
Yeah.
I'm like, literally, it was a joke that was fitting to the character. He didn't do anything wrong. It was just a joke that was like, name of propane, I'll kick your ass.
It doesn't matter. They don't, there's... So let's go back about a month. It's been a month, okay? So Geeky ran into an issue where we had a troll harassing her on her own Facebook page. And we had multiple people, because we were posting some Star Wars articles, I think, that they didn't like very much, on pirates and princesses. Now, we've had our Facebook pages for years, both for Pirates and Princesses, for Clownfish TV, for some other blogs that we ran, some other e-shops, all this stuff. We've been on Facebook for at least 10 or 12 years, spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to boost products we were selling or boost our pages. So we spent a ton of money with Facebook. So she gives it back to a troll.
Well, they were like, I was a walking parody, and they tried to out, because it was under my real name for my articles, and they tried to out me as Geeky Sparkles, even though most people know I'm both. And they called me something else. I forget off the top of my head, but it was a walking parody and something else, hypocrite or something. I forget. It was like they're calling me names. And then I said about being a troll. I said being a troll. That's all I said.
Yeah.
And to which I got in trouble.
Yeah, she got a strike, right? And she's the page admin. So, we'll go through this, and I'm going to tell you what they did or did not do to remedy. And it was so stupid. I mean, they try to make it out like, hey guys, we're on your side. We're just trying to be fair. Meanwhile, the other person, to the best of my knowledge, was not punished at all.
They said that they might have been, but they
won't tell us. Yeah. I reported one person who had an obviously fake profile because I did a reverse image search on their profile picture that came up on a lot of spam forums.
Right. And then plus they didn't have, it was like a new account.
It was a brand new account.
They wouldn't do anything about it.
They wouldn't do anything about it. And meanwhile, we have actually paid them thousands and thousands of dollars. We have always played by the rules. I've had it with these social media platforms. So yeah, last month we said long and short, we're no longer paying to advertise on Facebook. We spent hundreds of dollars a month currently. In the past, for other websites, we spent thousands a month. That is 100% true. There was another Disney blog that we ran that some months we spent $3,000 to $5,000 a month promoting, different travel and stuff like that, right? It is a drop in the bucket to Facebook. But they punished my wife for responding to an asshole as the page admin. Didn't even say anything bad. She didn't, but she gets punished and he gets off the hook. Way to look out for your paying customers and legit victims of harassment. Facebook. Again, one of the accounts started a brand new account just to harass you. And So our takeaway is Facebook will punish you for standing up for yourself against legit harassment.
Well, they'll punish you for making a joke. I mean, like our friend, what he said was a joke based on the picture, and he wasn't targeting it at anyone. He wasn't telling somebody to kick their ass. He wasn't threatening to hurt anyone. He was making a joke based on the picture. Which probably other people made jokes, in the name of propane, I'll punish you, and stuff like that. Also, which would violate that ridiculous rule if that's what they're going by. It's just getting ridiculous now.
Then right after that, we had the monetization restricted on Pirates and Princesses. I think it's because you're one of the admins
Didn't
on
you
there.
get that fixed, though?
I did get that taken care of, yeah. So Tug, the umbrella guy, he actually did a video about this when it happened, I think like a month ago. Thanks for the support. But yeah, he said Facebook always sides with the mob. He said he got suspended there, and it's because he thanked the fan group for Vic Mignogna, and they probably were like, "Oh, you're siding with a sexual predator," posting art and thanking a group of people for getting others in the anime. What a monster!
I want to point out that there are sexual predators that have been proven to be sexual predators, and that they don't censor them.
No.
There's people that are running joke about underage dick pics and stuff, and they're still allowed to say whatever they want on social media platforms.
Yeah, so I mean, this is concerning, right? I used to think it was just like, well, they're clearly targeting people with political opinions, just political opinions, but there hasn't been any politics. I mean, this is a ridiculous thing.
It was a joke about Sailor Moon. It had nothing to do, and meeting, the King of the Hill had nothing to do with targeting anyone, harassing anyone. It was just a joke.
Yeah, so what's going on here is, like, I think what goes on with YouTube, I think we have a group of people that stalk a particular person and they false flag. And when Facebook looks into it,
I don't think they look into it.
They don't look into it.
I don't think they check.
I actually wrote, so here's what happened. After our incident, I actually wrote Facebook, because we have the business.
We have handlers because we have the business account.
Right. So I wrote them through the business thing. I said, here's what happened. I said, we had screenshots. We had lots of screenshots and said, look, these people were deliberately targeting my wife, harassing her. She was just defending herself. She didn't break any rules that I was aware of. And we went back and forth for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. And at the end of it, they're just like, well, whoopsie doopsie, there's not much we can do. We have to apply the rules evenly to everybody.
I agree with applying the rules evenly to everyone, because something I stand by is it should be applied evenly. And for that, fine. I won't fight too much if it is evenly applied. If the other person got a strike too, fine. Even though I still don't see how I got a strike. Even when I've tried to report things that were legit, bad things, none of the categories they offered even qualified what I said. I'm like, how the hell do they even report this?
So what's going on is I think they're just kind of taking it at face value. I think people will mass flag a person for whatever reason.
Or even just flag it in general.
Yeah, even if it has nothing to do with, the comment itself. And Facebook's like, okay, banned, you're banned, 3-day suspension, ban. They have thousands, if not millions of these a day that come through.
Right, and not everybody is lucky enough to have someone they can talk to directly. We do, but not everybody does.
But it did jack shit for us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. We actually, again, spend money with Facebook, or did, past tense. I'm not doing it anymore. I turned it off. Spent money with Facebook, and we got the runaround there too. I was just like, forget it. You won't look out for your page admins. You won't look out for your advertisers. You can get banned for literally any little infraction, political or not. Why the hell are we using you? Mm-hmm. Like, why are we even using you anymore? This is just peak idiocy right here. Anybody would get that this is a joke. Mm-hmm. And it's not even a racy joke. It's not a political joke.
Even if you said, I'll kick your butt, I think they still would have banned it.
Yeah, because they're like, oh my God, it's violence against me. You're perpetuating violence against me. So I'm thinking somebody who didn't like our friend probably flagged and said, that's hate speech.
There are literally people that are going around just flagging anybody for anything because they can.
Well, yeah, we're trying to, warn people like, look, this is the cry bully tactic and what's going on. And that's why you really got to watch it when people try to engage you.
They try to do it to me all the time.
Yeah, Twitter. We've got people try to pick a fight on Twitter because
I just had DMs the other day. People were trying to DM me bullshit things. I don't even read my DMs half the time.
I forget about them too a lot of times. But I would just be like, watch it, because a lot of times these people, they want to start a fight. They know the rules. They abuse the rules. they'll start a fight just to get you to fight back, and then they'll go tell the teacher
Well,
and
they
get you
kept doing
kicked
that
out.
on our Facebook after that one person who got blocked.
Yeah.
They told us that we blocked that person, obviously. They said in the future, just block them or mute them, which is what we'll do. And if people they start going about, you silenced me. You know what? They told us to. And we're not even messing with you. If you're going to start saying things that are hate speech and hateful and bullshit, you will automatically be banned or blocked. But I noticed that a couple times they kept trying to re-engage me with other accounts. The one you reported, actually, for being a fake account, kept trying to get me to say stuff to them again, which I refused to do. And then, they went away after they couldn't get anywhere.
Yeah. They go away because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to engage. And there's a lot of discussion now about Facebook. They're getting it from both sides. They're saying, on one hand, people are like, oh, they're censoring conservatives. And the other side's like, well, actually, they give conservatives a free pass. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's political or not. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if it's political or not. You can be banned for any ridiculous little infraction on Facebook. There's no nuance. I don't think anybody's actually looking at the intention of what's being said. I think they're just like, okay, ban, mm-hmm. ban, next, lunchtime.
And then when you question about why they just went ahead and just did that. Well, we're short-staffed because of COVID. They keep blaming COVID. Well, you know what? A lot of people are back to work. They're getting shots and everything else. They're getting back to work. So, this excuse isn't going to last much longer.
Yeah, and what I want to know is, like, these tech companies.
Work from home? They work from home as it is. I know.
You were outsourcing your people before. I used to do work for Shutterstock, and Shutterstock worked with people all over the world. They worked out of their homes, and that was like 5-10 years ago.
And a lot of these companies did switch to letting people work remotely.
Yeah.
So it's a load of shit. It's not even a real excuse.
No, it's just they don't know what to do. I think it's that again, Facebook's coming under the gun now. I'm telling you, it's getting to the point where I don't even think it's worth using. I mean, between Twitter and Facebook, honestly, I think it's harder to get banned on Twitter now than it is on Facebook.
Facebook's ridiculous.
Facebook is just, this is just ridiculous, and they're not helpful, and they're going to blow themselves up. People are going to be like, screw this shit. Mm-hmm. We're not even going to use you anymore, Facebook. And I'll be honest, they had too much control for too long, and it was kind of like that drug thing where they would let you use Facebook for free for years, but then if you actually want your stuff to get seen, you got to pay them.
Well, they started rolling that out. Now people fight back against that. They're like, that's bullcrap. Like, they're going to start with that with Twitter.
Yeah.
And people are already mad about it, but they're going to do it because they want to make money.
Well, they have to. They have to. But they're not going to have any customers left if they keep banning people for every ridiculous little thing.
Well, the other option is to stop being so ban happy, but then make people pay to use the service.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably get rid of a lot of people that are out there because why you can't have 20 alt accounts and pay for all of them.
Do like Slack or Discord or something. Just have like a paid version of it where you use a platform, but it's a garden and you're just responsible for your own people, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. And the thing is every social media platform eventually this is what happens to them. So people migrate from one, they go to another. Everybody's like, go to Minds, go to Odyssey. The same thing's going to happen over there eventually. Or the competition's going to find a way to blow them up like they did with Parler.
Or go back to Tumblr because everybody left Tumblr.
Just go back to Tumblr or something. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm just telling you guys, Facebook is just, it's a lost cause at this point. And I don't know what the solution is because we had all this money invested in building up different business ventures over there, and I'm afraid to use it.
Well, most of our stuff just goes to auto when it comes to like Facebook. I'm only on there because my own personal one, talk to my family and friends. That's pretty much the only reason I use Facebook anymore.
Yeah, we use it to promote articles and to promote products and stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, so, we aren't on there other than like talk to family and friends. That's
There we go. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.